With the E&N passenger rail service suspended and rail ties rotting in the beds, train service on the island would seem to be at a crossroads right now. The Island Corridor Foundation, as we have told you, is holding out hope that the provincial and federal governments will come through with $15 million in infrastructure funding. But some say it's time to give up that dream and think of a new one. And the Nanoose Bayman is stepping up his efforts to scrap the rail and build a trail instead. A-News Mid-Island Bureau Chief Jonathan Bartlett has the story.
When Les Andersen looks at the E&N Railway that runs through Nanoose, he doesn't see a rapidly deteriorating infrastructure. He sees a once-in-a-lifetime recreational and tourism opportunity.
We see this railway sitting here not being utilized to its full potential. It has a tremendous potential.
Andersen has been pushing the idea for a few years now, converting the 289-kilometre E&N rail line into a multi-use trail between Courtenay, Port Alberni and Victoria.
To me, it would be used by thousands of people every day rather than just a few people on the rail bud car that's used today.
Rail to trail. It's an idea that's caught on all over North America, including the old Kettle Valley Railway in the Okanagan, and closer to home, the Galloping Goose Trail between Victoria and Sooke. Maybe the idea of converting rail to trail here is not so far-fetched, especially when you consider how much money it will cost to revive rail on Vancouver Island. Under tarps, Via Rail's passenger cars sit at the Wellcox Rail Yard in Nanaimo. Passenger service suspended between Courtenay and Victoria. The Island Corridor Foundation waits for federal and provincial government funding, $15 million to repair the old rail line.
The $15 million is an initial amount of money that we really need in order to restore the tracks so we can get the passenger service up and running again.
But the $15 million is just the start. In the longer term, it's expected to cost a lot more to get the rail line back up to snuff.
The original amount that we talked about was $103 million over a 10-year period to completely restore all of the track, including the Port Alberni section.
I think the lifting of the rails and the salvage of the ties could pay for the path that would be put in place. And so the cost of the taxpayer would be very little.
But ripping up the lines and rail ties is definitely not in the Island Corridors Foundation's plans. Rather, they say a trail should coexist with rail.
All of the 5 regional districts along the right-of-way are building trails. Nanaimo has beautiful trails that have been built for many years now, so there's no reason why we can't have both.
Les Andersen says he's increasing his efforts to get more people discussing the rail-to-trail idea.
I feel it's a lost opportunity by not going ahead with the trail and getting it done so people can start to use it.
In Nanoose, Jonathan Bartlett, A-News.